It must be the Blasian Outspoken Awareness Month because I have never seen so many individuals who was mixed with Asian and black come out in full force to defend the Asian community like this, like ever. First you had Karuchi. Now you have Kimora Simmons. I'm just waiting for King Kablasian himself to come out and say something, Mr. Tiger Woods. So, if y'all don't know, Kimora Simmons posted something on social media. I'm not sure which social media she used to post it. I want to say Instagram. And she has people in an uproar, or had people in an uproar when she did it. So basically what she said was, Asian racism is spreading faster than the virus. In case y'all don't know, Kimora Simmons is mixed with, I want to say, I'm not sure, I want to say Japanese and black. Her dad is black and her mom is either Japanese or Chinese. I'm not sure from where on that continent, where country her mother is from, but it's one of those Asian countries. And of course, we all know, if you didn't know, she used to model. She got her start out in modeling, and then she was discovered by Russell Simmons. And then, of course, he ended up dating her. I think he met her when she was like 19, and Russell Simmons was like, in his 30s when he met her. And of course, they ended up getting together, and then they got married. And then that's really how people knew about her. So she came up through him. Then, he started his clothing line, Fat Farm, and then she had a branch off of that with her clothing line called Baby Fat. Now, here's what is getting me, especially when it comes to her. Kimora Simmons did not come up from the Asian community. They did not prop her up. It was black people that propped her up in a very heavy way. I don't remember seeing Asian women or girls wearing anything Baby Fat related back in the day when Baby Fat was a thing. Anytime I saw a girl wearing Baby Fat, they were often a black girl, almost exclusively a black girl who wore it, or a black woman back in the day when it was popular. Now she has come out and she has said this very off the wall statement by saying Asian racism is spreading faster than this virus. I have never, and I could be wrong, but I have never ever heard Kimora Simmons, and this can go for Karuchi too, speak out in support of the Asian community this way until now. But they were hanging off of the black community's nutsack for years because that's where their bread and butter came from. Isn't it amazing how they are coming out in support of a community that was not their target audience? That goes for her and Karuchi, and it can go for Tiger Woods too, Mr. Kablasian. It was us that literally kept them popular. Kimora Simmons, she just lucked up and married the right guy. And then, not to be outdone, after Kimora Simmons divorced Russell Simmons, she ends up with Jaimin Hansu, who is an African. So she went from a black American to an African. Now she's with a white guy. And the kids that she has is from two black men. She has two from Russell Simmons, and then I think she has one from Jaimin Han. So I don't think she has any from the white guy. At this point, it wouldn't be in her best interest to try to pop out any kids because she's already post-wall. Something else that Kimora, Karuchi, and most likely Tiger Woods won't say when it comes to the Asian community is how badly they have been treating black people over there in the last week or two. Now, Karuchi, she posted something up, but it almost seemed all lives matter-ish. It wasn't the same intense, striking way that she came at it when she first posted something about the discrimination and xenophobia of Asian people. And then when I was watching Lovely T's live stream, she said a couple hours later, she posted up something about some new music that she did, opposed to the other post she made where she just left that one post up all day. Now, Kimora Simmons comes out with this post and says that it's discrimination against Asian people, but they're not acknowledging what the Asian community or Chinese people in particular are doing over there to not only Africans, but black people over there who could be most likely from the States or anywhere in the diaspora. Because remember, that sign on McDonald's door said no blacks allowed. I'm just paraphrasing, but that's what it said. But she's not saying anything about that either. Remember, this woman is part black herself. Her dad is black. She married not one but two black men. She has kids with both of them. She came up on black people's dollars with her clothing line that was a branch off from her ex-husband's. He gave her the money to start it. It's actually just as much his as it is hers. So it's amazing how they just overlook all of that. But like I said, the people in the Asian community, their feathers have shown extremely heavily this last month, especially the Chinese. They have been put on the world stage, and now we all see them for who they are. But many of us had already seen it, and probably some have already experienced it. Hence, those nail shop beatings. I think the worst one I saw when it comes to them nail shops was, I think it was one in New York where these black women were getting beat with broomsticks, and they was throwing the nail polish remover. And nail polish remover is nothing more than just alcohol. So imagine if that gets into your eyes. That stuff will burn. And you got to go and wash that stuff out before the chemicals get into the retina and do some damage. And of course, you've seen the other ones as well. Unfortunately, like I've said, I don't know why a lot of black women continue to go to these spots, but hopefully this is a wake-up call. But, you know, you never know what may happen. But like I said, it's amazing. She stayed pretty quiet on that too. Her and Karrueche stayed quiet on that as well. And that happened here in the States. So they're being very one-sided with this. So they went in on her. I tried to see if I could find the post. Luckily, Vicky Diller had it posted up on her Instagram account, so I could pull from that. And I think she did do a stream about it as well. But yeah, everybody's getting exposed this time around. Like, we leaving no stone unturned, no door unlocked. I know that's not. I don't think that's a term. I just made that up. And if I didn't, kudos to the one that did. But yeah, Kimora Lee Simmons, you deserve that backlash. You deserved it. And we're not sitting here saying that Asians don't face any type of discrimination. We're not saying that. I think every group has faced discrimination at one time or another. However, to compare racism spreading with the Asian community faster than this virus, that was an insult, considering this is a global pandemic that is wiping out or has wiped out millions of people. And then they're claiming that in the States, most of the people that's being affected are black people, even though, like Lisa said, we want to see raw numbers, not per capita. They'll never show that. She doesn't even mention that. But like I said, it shows what side she's leaning more towards, just like Karrueche. And Karrueche is part Vietnamese. The Chinese don't even like her. They wouldn't spit on her if she was on fire. But that just shows that it didn't matter to her as long as she could link up with them. Just because the Vietnam is over there, that was all that mattered. Now, I wonder if Kimora Lee Simmons, if she has or if she will, or has, I should say, do the Karrueche thing and try to all lives matter this thing. It wouldn't matter. The damage is already done. And to be honest, nobody has been checking for Kimora Lee Simmons in years. People weren't looking at Kimora Lee Simmons after she divorced Russell Simmons. Like that, to be honest, her marrying him was the best thing that she probably could have ever did. And when she got with Jamin Hansu, people still kind of paid attention to her a little bit. But then after that, no one cared. It is what it is. Like, she's pretty much washed up at this point. And I think she knows that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. Have your notifications turned on. And I will talk to you in the next one.